Hi all, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to see the challenge of a square sum. So what we are, let's go through the description first. Complete the sum function so that squares each number passed into it and return the sum and then sums the results together. So for example, if this is a slice which is passed to the function, then it should return 9 because it will square each of the number 1 square, then 2 square and 2 square. It then all the squares it will sum together and it will pass as 9. So let's see how our function is designed. The function is given the name as square sum, and here it is a slice because if there is no size passed into the brackets, then it is considered as slice. So slice is like a dynamic array in Golang. So we are having the slice which is having a name as numbers, and it will return an integer type. So we have to iterate over this slice, and each of the numbers should be squared and it should be added to a variable which we can return then after. So I'll have a variable as sum and I'm assigning it to the 0 value. So as you can see, this is the shorthand for declaring a variable in Golang, and the initial value of this is 0. So it is of int type now. So now what I will do is I'll iterate over the numbers slice, and I'm using here a range loop in order to iterate over the numbers. So range loop will iterate over each of the number, and it will return me the index of the number as well as the actual value for that particular index. So as of now we do not need the index, so I am using the blank identifier here. Now I will as I am iterating over each of the number. So suppose the slice passed is 1 2 2. So at the first occurrence my value will be 1. So I will square this number. Now I am squaring this number by multiplying by itself. That is, I will square the number b which is passed, and then I will add the number into my sum variable. So sum is by default 0 now. So I will add it like sum is equal to sum plus whatever will be the square of this number, it will be added to the sum. Or directly we can also use the shorthand as plus equal to. So every time the number is given to the value v, so it will square that number and it will add into the sum variable. So after all the iterations, as we can return this sum variable because it is having the sum of all the value which is passed to it. So let's check the code now. So as you can see here, the first test case was 1 2 and it is passed successfully. Then the next slice was 0 3 4 5. So this is also passed. So I think our code is pretty good to attempt the code now. So I'll attempt the code. So there were 45 test cases which are passed. So you can go through the test cases and you can check each of the test case if you want. It is also accepting the negative and it is doing the operations properly. So if you want more to test the test cases, then before coding you can go through this testing, and these are the expected. This is the input which is passed, and it should be the output. So you can also go through these test cases so that your program should not go wrong. And now I can submit the code. So I have submitted the code now. So as you can see here, there are also others who have done the program, and you can go through their program. So if you like, you can utilize their program and check what you have done more than them. Like the number of lines of code here is less, so you can do like that. So thank you all for watching.